We're grading the rookie classes from 2015 with Bucky Brooks as we take a look at the NFC West and the Arizona Cardinals. You give them a B+, Bucky, and we'll talk about David Johnson, a guy out of NIU. You never really know how some of those smaller school guys will transition, and it seemed like Bruce Arians took his time developing him. But, man, what a talent.
What a talented player, a guy that has really grown into the role, took over for Chris Johnson and Andre Ellington in the middle of the year, and did an outstanding job of giving them a lot of contributions, not only as a runner, but as a receiver and a scorer. This is a guy that had 13 touchdowns. That's amazing production for a rookie. You saw him run between the tackles. You saw him make plays on the perimeter, catching the ball out the backfield. Bruce Arians made him earn his playing time, and because he made him earn it, you saw a guy that was hungry when he got his opportunity, took advantage and cashed in on those opportunities.
On the defensive side of the football, a very highly ranked defense, Marcus Golden from Missouri.
Nice surprise. Marcus Golden stepping up, being a guy that could be an energetic pass rusher. There you see 4 sacks and only 6 starts. But what I like about him is he's growing as a playmaker off the edge, disruptive in his presence, nice first step quickness. He is going to be a guy that helps them as a pass rusher as he continues to learn more techniques coming off the edge.
Seahawks you gave a B+ to, and we talked about Tyler Lockett coming out of Kansas State. What a productive career he had for the Wildcats, but wondering how does he fit into this receiver core that's just all right. He was better than all right.
Yeah, he was better than all right. He was a guy that was a nice compliment, did a great job of complimenting Doug Baldwin and Chop Curse in the passing game, but really his big contributions came as a kick returner. This is a dynamic playmaker with the ball in his hands. You see him make that play in Minnesota in the playoffs. He is special when he has the opportunity to get in the open field. They have to feel good about what he can do in his second season because he'll get more opportunities as that wide receiver core opens up and finds a way to plug him in for more chances.
On the defensive side of the ball, Frank Clark out of Michigan.
You know, Frank Clark, another energetic guy. They do a great job of taking athletes, putting them in roles, and allowing them to have success. 16 tackles, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. At 6 quarterback hits, he's a guy that was in the rotation, and as they continue to lose players, he'll be a guy that steps up, has another opportunity. Look, I don't think they're going to have Bruce Irvin. Look for Frank Clark to be a guy that's a big contributor next year.
Given the disappointing season we saw from the 49ers, that rookie grade of a C+ is not surprising.
No, not surprised. I'm disappointed all the way around in the San Francisco 49ers. To think a couple years ago, this was one of the more talented teams, one of the more talented rosters in the league. Not quite that. Look, they had a lot of defections. They try and bring in Eric Armstead maybe to fill some of the roles that were played by Justin Smith. Look, he's learning, trying to get it done. Had 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. Not necessarily a difference maker right away. You're hoping in year 2 he can be a guy that makes a bigger change.
All right, what about JAQUISKI TARTT coming out of Samford?
You know, I have to like him. Very active in the back end. A guy that is physical between the tackles. There you see him making a play against Johnny Manziel with the interception. You want to see him continue to grow. Eric Reed is a Pro Bowl player in the back end. Continue to learn behind Antoine Bethea. Find a way to get in the mix, maybe as your nickel corner, your nickel safety coming down in the box. He is a guy that's active. I like the instincts. Let's continue to get better.
Man, how fun was it watching the Rams? You gave him an A-, but Todd Gurley, the question mark coming out of Georgia, what's the knee rehab going to look like for him? We missed a few games at the beginning of the season, and then he was off.
I mean, he hit the ground running. This is a guy that we didn't know what to expect. Coming off the ACL injury, would he be the same Todd Gurley that we saw at Georgia?
He didn't waste any time either.
Didn't waste any time. Over 1,000 yards. A guy that is terrific with the ball in his hands, can catch the ball out the backfield. A punishing runner between the tackles. He is going to change the way we evaluate injured guys because he has so much success coming off that ACL. I think people are going to continue to give people like Miles Jack and Jalen Smith, guys who are injured now, high grades. Todd Gurley has a lot to do with that.
All right, what about Rob Havenstein? How would you
anchor that offensive line. Part of the reason Todd Gurley was able to have success, that offensive line was able to create a push. They want to be a physical team under Jeff Fisher. Havenstein did a great job getting it done.
All right, certainly fans in L.A. excited to see how those rookies translate into their sophomore years. Meanwhile, you can check out the rest of Bucky's rookie grades at NFL.com.